Good morning. It's amazing how, whether it's here or in clinic, we're always on time. Nobody ever has to wait for anything. I have the privilege today, I'm sorry, so I should introduce myself. My name is Saleh, and I am one of the pediatric endocrinologists at UCSF. And I am currently the director of the Madison Clinic for Pediatric Diabetes. And I'll tell you a little bit about the Madison Clinic for Pediatric Diabetes for those of you who have not heard about it or heard of it. The Madison Clinic is the name of our new clinic for pediatric diabetes at UCSF. And it was created about a year ago with an incredible, generous donation from one of our parents' families, one of our patients' families, to UCSF to create a unique clinic that specializes in pediatric diabetes only, to create a true center for pediatric diabetes at UCSF that is going to be an awesome place that I can promise you. It is already started. We have moved to a new location at UCSF. So those of you who have not been there yet will actually go and see it. It's in the same building, but it is a temporary space, and I am extremely excited about the new place that we're building right here at Mission Bay, across the street, the back side of this building. If you walk out the back side, there is a building immediately ahead of you. It's called the Gladstone Institute. It has the writing on it. And then to the right of it is another building with beige and yellow outside stucco. And that's where the building is going to be. This is where we're going to be in the fall of this year. We are moving to a new space that's dedicated for just pediatric diabetes. And there is plenty of parking. And I understand it's going to be free, at least for patients, not for staff to work there. And I promise you, when you go there, there will be no waiting anymore. You are going to be on time. I have actually been involved in designing the space, every little thing and every color wall and every piece of furniture, and I know it's going to be beautiful and you're going to love it. More importantly, is not just what it looks like, but actually what we do here. And what we do is going to be different, and it's going to be unique, and it's going to be better than anybody else in the country. So how is it going to be different and better? We have an amazing team, and that really is what drove the donors to give us the donation, because when they came to our clinic, they basically met with every member of our team, and they talked to people, and then they were immediately impressed and decided that we should really do something special. And they started talking to us, and I said, this is what we should do, and this is exactly what happened. It didn't take long before they were convinced that we have the right people, we have the right setup, we have the right institution to create a diabetes center that rivals any other diabetes center in the country, because we don't have something like that on the West Coast, and we want to build it, and we want to build it right here at UCSF. So the donation was in the sum of $10 million. And with it came a challenge for me to raise another $5 million. So I'm making a little pitch. But we are well on our way, actually, to make that happen. And it is already happening, and we are using some of that fund to build this new place. But again, more importantly than the place itself are the people who work there. And you are going to see some of those people. You have already listened to some of those people who work there. And you have already met, obviously, today, Steve Gilman. If you haven't met him before, he's my boss. He's the one who started this whole thing about diabetes at UCSF, and then brought me in to work with him and partner with him. But you're also going to meet a lot of nurses who work there, and I have to tip my hat to all of the nurses who work on our staff, because without them, none of this would happen. So we're going to meet some of them today. They will be doing some workshops this afternoon. And another dream of mine was to create, and Dr. Gilman, is to create the transition program that you have just been hearing about from Maggie. And that is as a strong part of the Madison Clinic. Basically, we are going to hire, we have hired an adult endocrinologist who's going to be working with us. He is trained in pediatric endocrinology and adult endocrinology. So he's double trained. In fact, he's actually quadruple trained. He has 4 boards: pediatric, internal medicine, pediatric endocrinology, and adult endocrinology. And we are so lucky to have him agree to come, and he's going to start on August 1st. And that will be around the time, hopefully immediately after that, we will be moving to the new site. And we are going to keep all of our patients in our practice until at least the age of 26, if they want. If they want to stay with us, obviously. So we have an adult endocrinologist who can take care of them, and hopefully even beyond 26 if they want to stay for longer, if they have insurance after 26. So that means they have to have a job. So that is one part that we're doing, and then the other part that was always a dream of mine is to have a child psychologist on the team for diabetes. In my mind, there is no complete pediatric diabetes program without a child psychologist on the team. There are very few programs who have it.